Hey guys, in today's video we're going to talk about keeping your grass cut very low and why we want to do that this time of year. We'll talk a little bit about fertilizers. We're going to talk about leveling, why it's important to have low grass when you level. We're going to come out here, we're going to cut this low. I'll show you us cutting this low. I'm probably going to mix up a supplement spray for you guys. I'm going to use my toe behind sprayer. We'll talk a little bit about that. I cut the green, I do a whole bunch of stuff. So here we go. Howdy. So there are a couple things we should be doing right now. Number one, we should be cutting our grass really, really low. I can't stress that to you guys enough. This time of year is the perfect Bermuda time of year. We've got temperatures, high 70s, low 80s for the next 10 days and for here on out. Don't forget, we're in the middle of April. This is the time, this is your growing season. April, May, and June for the majority of us that have warm season Bermuda grasses. This is the time where you can really push your lawn. But I want you to resist the urge. And what's that urge? The grass starts to get a little bit long and it looks really green. And it's so much greener than my neighbors. I don't want to cut it. That's the urge I want you to resist. I don't want you to let your Bermuda get tall. Now that's if I was going to say for weaker lawn, but it's just about all lawns. I want you to keep it short. Bermuda likes to be short. If you go to any university, just Google it. University Extension Office, how tall Bermuda grass. All the research will tell you that Bermuda grass likes to be between ½ an inch and 1.5 inches, let's say. So 1.5 is our max. But this time of year, there's a couple reasons why we want to keep it short. Number one, we might be doing some leveling. That's what I'm going to do. I'm doing a leveling video. So click that subscribe button, wherever it is. It's a red thing around here. Because on Friday, I went ahead and booked my leveling company. Now they come out and they do the whole leveling process. We will do some of the raking, but basically they have trucks and machines that come out and spread it all out. Plus, I'll be doing some spot leveling on the lawn. So you don't want to miss that. I'll be talking about how you can level yourself. I'll show how a company does it. I'll show a bunch of different stuff. It's a big process, so that video is going to take a while. But this time of year, we should be doing really two main things. We should be putting out PGF Complete, which is your growth fertilizer, a light coat every 3 weeks. Now people ask when I say light coat, what do I mean? Right about the bag rate. It's not that strong. It's only about ½ a pound per 1,000 square feet. Every 3 weeks, we can put it out right now. We're putting it out. And Humid Char. Get that carbon into your soil. So Humid Char and PGF Complete. I still would hold off on any type of organic product on your lawn, and I really wouldn't even worry about a lot of microbial activity right now because the soil temperature is still pretty cool. We'll be doing that maybe once we're constantly in the 80s. That's a good time to do that. Okay, so this is actually the day after we did that cutting, but I want to show you what the lawn looks like and why we're cutting it low. Now you're going to have weak areas and you're going to have strong areas. I'm going to take you over. I'm going to show you, first let me show you the green, and then I'll go over and show you how some of these areas start to thicken up once they grow. Now I will warn you, if you're going to do a leveling, ooh, that sun's bright. If you're going to do a leveling, your lawn will get a little bit ugly for a little while because you've got those sandy areas. It's the only bad thing about it. And it will take a couple of weeks for that to all go away. That's why you want to do your leveling during the growing season. Mine's actually, I might be doing mine a little bit too early, but I'm doing it for you guys. So the green is, we've done an overseed on this. This is cool season. This is a dwarf, bent creeping and blue creeping. And it looks absolutely gorgeous. It looks phenomenal. I've come out here 3 days in a row and I've sprayed this supplement spray that I'm going to mix up for you guys 3 days in a row. It's very, very mild. You can spray this every single week. That's what we're doing. But we're doing it also to boost up the soil microbes. That's one of the reasons why we're doing it every week. So probably not boosting up microbes because the soil temperature is a little bit too low, but man, she just looks gorgeous. So let's walk over here real quick and let me show you an area I found this morning that's just really thickening up. The whole yard has patches like this. So this is the backyard. This is after we cut, and we'll keep cutting and cutting right now. But over here, you can see there's a lot of thick green in here. But I just wanted to show you, give you an example, like this right here. Look at how great that looks right there. That is just gorgeous. Nice and tight and low. That's how Bermuda likes to grow. And what's funny is this low growth, this tight low growth, will actually protect your lawn from these cold fronts that come through, because it's hugging the ground. The soil temperature is preventing it from freezing. The tall grass across the street and Barb's lawn, which was tall, they all turn brown because they're up in the air. They're exposed to that freezing temperature. This thick stuff didn't get hurt, stayed green. So anyways, I'm gonna mix up some stuff and show you some cutting, and we'll do a bunch of stuff. Oh, so it's Easter Sunday. I don't know, what time is it? 10:30, 11 or something. And Ryan's here, and we're trying to figure out how low we want to cut this grass. I talked in an earlier video about training your grass, and then we have this stupid cold front move in. But we've got high 70s and low 80s moving in for the next 10 days. We got good rain moving in. You can see this is long and shaggy kind of over here. I come over here, it's kind of weak still. Now that my warmer temperatures are here, we need to start cutting low and keep cutting low, keep cutting low. And the Bermuda will spread low. That's the whole point. Do our little roll test here. That's what I like to see right there. Man, it is so nice to have really short, tight turf. A lot of people will look at this and say, oh, that looks ugly. You know what? This looks gorgeous. It is nice and tight. Let me grab a golf ball. Do the old roll test here. That's what I want to see. If you can roll a golf ball like that on your Bermuda, that's nice. That's where you want to be. So I've got this leveling coming up, and I'm not going to put down a fertilizer because I'm concerned my fertilizers might move. What I'm going to do is we're going to put down Humid Char. We'll water that in, and I'm going to do a supplement spray. Now this is the supplement spray you'll be using all through the growing season once your temperatures start to hit 80 degrees. This is sort of a combination. If you look at your liquid aerators, if you look at your biostimulants, if you look at all those products, they all have the same basic ingredients. They have humic acid, sea kelp, they have a microbial booster, they have nutrients, basically everything that we're doing here, plus they have a surfactant a lot of times. That's a lot of your liquid aerators use a surfactant. So what we're doing is we're basically taking the best of all those products that are out there, and we're making one simple spray that we can put out every week if we want. It's very, very mild. So let me give you the formula, and I'm going to base this formula on 10,000 square feet. Now you can put this out with a backpack sprayer, you can put it out with a tow behind, you can put it out with the spray bottles we use, but understand, it's the amount of the raw products that we put on the lawn. A lot of people get confused about how they're going to mix it. As long as you put this right amount down, then you're fine. So I'm going to base this on 10,000 square feet. So regardless of how you put it out. So if you have 10,000 square feet, you'll probably need 5 of these bottles. So get this product, that amount of product, into 5 of these bottles. That'll cover 10,000 square feet. If your backpack sprayer only covers 5,000 square feet, well, split it in half. Put half the product. You got it? And you can do the same thing if you have a small lawn. Cut this in half. If you have 20,000 square feet, double it. Just follow along. For 10,000 square feet, I am going to be putting in 3 cups of super juice inside warm tap water. I'm going to be putting in about 2 tablespoons of the Recharge microbial booster. I am going to be putting in, let me see here, I wrote it down here. I'm going to be putting about 2 cups of liquid iron, and I'm going to be putting 1 cup of the surfactant. So that's the formula. That's the base formula for 10,000 square feet. I don't care how you apply that to 10,000 square feet. It's just that's the amount of all these nutrients and supplements that have to get on the 10,000 square feet. You just figure out how you're going to deliver that. That's all you got. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have Junior load up some Humid Char, put out some Humid Char. After he puts out the Humid Char, what I'll do is we'll actually run the sprinkler systems a couple of times this evening. Okay, so this is a 40-pound bag of Humid Char, and there's a lot of people have questions about Humid Char, so let me just address them real quick. There's only 2 basic ingredients in Humid Char. Humic acid, which has humics and fulvic acid, and biochar. That's it. It's put into a dispersible granule that when water touches it, disperses into thousands of microparticles, and it can get into your soil. Got it? It holds on to nutrients, it holds on to water, and it holds on to microbial activity. That's why we're putting it down, because there's no other way to get that into your lawn in a solid form that will actually penetrate into your soil. This is one of the few products, granular products, that you'll find that's actually OMRI certified. That means it's certified for organic growing. So you can actually use this on organic vegetables. There are very, very few products out there on the market that are for the lawn, that are granular, that are OMRI listed. And if they are, they're usually a vegetable-based, like a soy-based product, fertilizer. So you can put this out. Because it contains no nutrients, it contains no chemicals, nothing like that, you could put this out every day if you wanted to. So if you wanted to come out and put Humid Char out every single day, you could. You could put out every single week how often you wanted to put it out. But it's safe. You can put it out, let the kids out, let the dogs out. I do this all the time. People think I'm crazy. I take it. I mean, it's humic acid and biochar. Tastes like charcoal. Has no odor, no chemicals inside of it, and this is used to improve your soil. Now remember, the biochar that we're putting on our soil will remain there for hundreds of years, and so that's why we build it up, build it up, build it up. Season after season, we build it up, and we can use less and less fertilizer. That's why we're putting it out. But I think, honestly, this is one of the coolest products out there. Now, you can find other products out there, but they're going to have other things in them. They're going to have nutrients. They're going to have different things inside of them. This is pure organic biochar and humic acid. That's it. If you want nutrients, if you want other things in your lawn, then that's why we're putting out things like fertilizer, PGF Complete. So we actually let the girls out here while we're spreading it. They just got to learn to get the heck out of the way. Otherwise they get little pellets in the face. So you can put Humid Char out, let the dogs ride out, the kids ride out. What we're going to do is we're going to run the sprinkler system this evening. I'll probably run it twice, and that'll push our spray and the humic, start to push that down on the ground, break apart those granules, and then when he starts dragging sand over here on Friday, I don't really care. If I had fertilizer, which takes a long time to dissolve, I would be a little more concerned. So I'm going to wait until after the leveling, and then I'll come out and hit this again with fertilizer. Okay, so again, I'm preaching again. I know this is the time of year that you want to let your grass get long. It starts to get long and it looks nice and green, but you've got to resist that urge. You got to keep it short. If you don't keep it short, what's going to happen when you want to get it short, you're going to have to scalp it down again. It's going to look ugly. Now, I understand a lot of you guys don't have reel mowers, and it's really, really tough to cut Bermuda this short without a reel mower. I linked to the McLeans, which are my favorite units, down on the page below. I linked to all the products, and I'll link to the McLeans. It really, truly is, especially with any kind of bumps. If you have a rotary or riding lawnmower, it's tough to get Bermuda low. Reel mowing really is the only way to get this real low and keep it really low. I had a good question from a viewer in the comments down below the other day, and they said, "Hey Doc, if you could only put 3 things on your lawn, what would it be?" And I thought that was a pretty good question. So if I'm the average homeowner and I'm watching this idiot's channel, what are the 3 things that I would put down? Number 1, pre-emergent. I think pre-emergent is just so important to keeping the weeds out. That prevents us from having to use weed killers on our lawn later. Number 2, PGF complete. And number 3 is Humid Char. Those are the 3 things. Those are the 3 primary things that I'd be putting on my lawn. Pre-emergent in the early spring, late winter, keep the weeds out. PGF complete to promote the growth, complete nutrients, and then Humid Char to improve my soil. And that's what we're doing with the Humid Char. We got a ton of videos coming up, including the leveling video. I got pH, I got soil results, we got all kinds of stuff. I'll do some more stuff on seeding. I got a couple areas I'm going to seed with Bermuda this year, a couple different projects. So hit subscribe, and I'm going to go relax for a little while. I'll talk to you later. Doc.